Hey, y'all can't see me, honey, but I just want to stop by here, honey. I want to go knock in there really quickly, honey. Please hold on, officer. Let me come back there and get something to tea. Oh, y'all, let me show y'all something while we're here. Let me see. Can y'all see? Okay, looks a little better. This is downtown my city, honey. Gorgeous, honey. Look at this right here. Come on, honey. Who is that right there? Who's that golden lady right there, honey? Mwah, mwah. Oh, come on, mama. Love you, honey. Love you. What they got going on right here? Is this about a boudoir, honey? You sit here and you twerk it out. This is actually this is the city, one of the city's oldest building, honey. This is haunted. Actually, it's very haunted. If you've been to New Orleans, it looks very much like New Orleans here, huh? Look at that water right there, honey. Look how gorgeous that water is, honey. Gorgeous. This is the old building. A lot of shit happened in there too. But this is my downtown of my city, honey. Mansion house established in 1874. This is gorgeous, huh? Yes, girl. This is the IRS building right here, honey. You don't pay those taxes, bitch. They're coming after you. They're coming after you, honey. Hold on. Let me see what the tea is. Okay, let me flip around because I came on here for me, honey. So listen, I am so appreciative of my people out there, my supporters. I'm so appreciative of you guys. Honestly, I am so appreciative, and I'm thankful. I say a prayer for you daily. My sponsors out there, I say a prayer for you daily. I say keep their monies full, keep their pockets full so they can keep my pockets full. How you doing? Come on, Oshun. Ah! Come on, Oshun. I have to put the phone down, y'all, because I thought this was the police pulling up right here. It ain't the police, honey. It's some sexy, Yeah, he trying to run that light. Run that light, honey. She trying to get rid of that window down, bitch. I'm running it down. This is our little pub station. Do y'all remember Newberry? Y'all, this is the old ass store, but it's not the store no more. It's actually other teas here. Preschool. It used to be the LGBT capital. This is our Greyhound station and the bus hub, honey. I'm surprised there's anybody down here right now, honey. Y'all see that shit right there? But listen, you gonna go, honey? Bitch, I don't trust you. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't trust you. Bitch, it's a stop sign, not a pole. You can still run that stop sign. Oh, I know what I can show you guys because we're here. All the Victorian style houses for those who have not seen the Victorian teas. But anyway, I'm so appreciative of you guys, and you guys have blessed me to bless other people. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's 47 degrees outside right now, and it's 1:31 in the morning. But I am so blessed, and they're working on the streets, honey. Come on in, come on in. And I have a concept that I've been working on for a very long time. And about a good year, I've been thinking about this concept. And this is our movie theater right here. Oh, can y'all see it? This is our movie theater. That's our little waterfront area right there, honey. That's where Oshun lives at, honey. The Delta. You hear me? Oshun, honey, is at that Delta, bitch. How you doing? I live by the Delta. You know what the Delta is, y'all? Y'all look up the Delta. Just like the Delta Nile in Egypt. Look it up, honey. I was raised here, bitch. Your life, throughout your whole lives, it will continue to be the same thing, believe it or not. Yes, it'll be the same thing, honey. Look around. I was on the phone with one of my sisters today, and we were talking about, it's so amazing how the ecology works. If you do not know anything about earth science, I want you to look this up. It's so amazing that the nature around you, this is ecology, the study of the ecosystem, right? Earth science, how everything connects. It's so amazing that person read that light. Now I'm thinking about it. It's so amazing that the environment you live in will provide necessities for you while you're there. Meaning, it's an exchange. You know, when you breathe, when you walk, when you fart, you know, not to be just, you know, disgusting, bodily fluids, you know, saliva and all that good stuff. When it's put out into your environment, what happens is the environment will then to adapt. It will then start to adapt itself to you and the people. And this is why I say I'm not cutting in and I don't cut in, but a lot of our produce and a lot of our powerful stuff come from California, even out there in the South. You live in the South, you've gotten fruit and vegetables from California. So that speaks a lot about the people that, not only the people that live here, but the natural energy of the earth that is here in the state of California and how everybody wants it. Hello. And I tell you, Florida and California have a lot in common. California is called the Golden State and Florida is called the Sunshine State. And there's a lot of tea. Oh, let me turn the camera around before I go into some tea with y'all. I hope y'all can see. Let me use my boobs again to wipe off this lens. It's a little dark out here, but y'all should still be able to see. That's where my classmate was murdered at. This is like the hood right here. Like a lot of murders have taken place here. Like right here at this market right here. And you're gonna see, these are Victorian style houses. You see them? Like the ocean, they call them bay windows and shit. And that right there, see that? Oh, I gotta come here in the daytime. And these apartments were boarded up for hella long. They took the boards out. Let me see where I can take y'all down so y'all can see. The lights are very dim. That's Victorian style house too. Oh, you probably can't see it. We'll come back in the daytime. I'll show you guys that tea in the daytime. How about that? Can I show y'all the tea in the daytime? Oh, y'all can see this right here. Y'all see that right there? Yes, gorgeous, huh? Look at this house. Oh my God, and it's gonna be blurry, isn't it? It's gonna be fucking blurry, man. We'll come back in the daytime. But either way, nature will always provide for you. For those who live there, would always give you what you need, including herbs. And people always hit me up and say, Mystic, what herbs can I use for protection? Mystic, what herbs can I use for this and that? I encourage you all, and I even told this to one of my sisters today, I encourage you to go to Wikipedia or Google.com and type in local shrubbery, local vegetation in your city and your county, right? Look to see what plants or what plant kingdom it's a part of, and you will know exactly what is good for protection, what is good for fertility, and all that good stuff. A lot of people don't talk about it, but ferns are not only very protective, but they're also a fertility plant, and not even about having to dry it out and consume the herb. You can actually be in the same area with the herb. You can actually walk like these bushes right here. Okay, I would have to I think that was that lavender. I think that's lavender right there. Y'all can't see it, it's dark. I think that's lavender right there. But you can actually walk and rub your body on these herbs and get the exact same RNA and DNA from those plants into your body. You don't have to consume it. Okay, consuming, of course, is more powerful because now your DNA, your cells digest it and it puts it into your body, right? That's why they say you are what you eat. But definitely you being in a garden full of lavender and cypress and thyme and basil does the exact same thing for those who, dry it out and consume it. Okay, so I encourage you to go into your neighborhood and see what's there. See what shrubbery, see what vegetation is there naturally. And see see if it's connected to the sage family or the belladonna family or all that good stuff. See. This is where you being a spiritualist come in. Because see, people talk about how much of spirituals they are, but how deep are you into your craft? Because you have to, this is an ongoing process. How deep are you into your craft, honey? Like, really? You know, do you know about protection herbs outside of devil's dong and garlic and black pepper? Like, do you know about the other herbs that you have in your own backyard? And even going into hoodoo, that's what that was, root work. That's what that was. Using things that are around the house in your neighborhood to get work done. They weren't out here spending thousands and hundreds of dollars on fucking supplies. It was in their backyard. But these hoodooists who claim that there are lineage witches don't tell you that. That's the most powerful thing they can tell you or share with you is to go in your own damn backyard and see what grows there. This is why we talk about stability. When you live at a house and that house is in your possession for a lengthy period of time and you've walked barefoot inside of that yard and you sweat, okay, even going into plumbing, biodegradable stuff, that environment will start to adapt to you. And those weeds that grow up in your backyard and those herbs that grow up in your backyard wildly could save your fucking life. But because we're not taught that, because people on YouTube are not teaching that, they're teaching about some bullshit about if you go get a pink candle or a green candle, you gonna get your man back who don't want you. On top of that, who serves you no good. I would rather build a relationship with a man or a woman that has a higher purpose for myself that I'm not even aware of than to spend my time on a motherfucker who gives two flying fucks about me but see me with nothing but a piece of ass or a piece of motherfucking transgendered meat. And that's what it comes down to. So you have to definitely go back into your nature, the things around you. What are around you? What type of trees are around you? Because you know you get your oxygen from the carbon monoxide that the trees give off, right? You know that exchange right there, honey. I'm probably saying it the opposite way. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. The exchange of oxygen, honey. You're inhaling and exhaling. The trees are living off the exhalation that you're doing. If you don't know, now you know. When you inhale, you're sucking in the oxygen around you. When you exhale, the trees are absorbing that energy back. We learned that in earth science. So, even going into having your own garden. People, I got my own garden. If you don't got your own garden, you're not a witch. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. If you don't know about your environment, you're not a witch. How about that? That's going to be my new saying. You don't know shit about your environment. You don't know shit about the herbs in your city or your town. You're not a real witch. I'm going to start doing quizzes on y'all. When y'all be like, I'm from Philly, I'm going to say, what herbs are over there that I would use for protection? And when you say, I don't know, bitch, I'm blocking you. No, I'm playing. Oh, Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Anyway, we're taking ourselves to higher grounds, everybody. We're going to higher grounds, and there's a concept, like I said, I've been going through in my head for about a good 2 years now, 2017, and I'm going to implement this year, and I think it's going to be a great advantage for a lot of people, especially people out there who are looking for realness, who are looking for true power, who are looking for answers to their unsolved questions, unanswered questions. You know, you want to know how to empower yourself. Because, of course, we can all be a victim and a lazy person say, well, I don't want to do my own work. I want to let the next person do it. But there's nothing more fulfilling and nothing more great, right, than you knowing how to do shit on your own. And not only that, but you know exactly what to do for you. Because you go to bed with you. You wake up with you. You smell your own fart. You see your own fecal matter in the toilet. You do a whole bunch of shit with yourself. So it's about self-empowerment. And a lot of people don't like that. On YouTube, that's why a lot of motherfuckers don't like me, because I'm about to teach you how to be yourself. I don't give a fuck about no bitch that don't pay my bill. And I always say this, I've never cared about that. That's why relatives of mine don't really like me. I didn't have many friends growing up, and I don't have many friends as an adult neither, because I don't care. If you're not doing anything to take me to my higher place, which means I'm here to learn. If there's nothing you can teach me, bitch, we gotta go. I gotta go, you gotta go. I gotta leave your life, you need to leave the fuck out my life. Because it's about growth. And on top of that, the growth that I get from your experience is meant to strengthen me. It's meant to heighten my abilities. It's meant to strengthen my abilities. Going into intuition. You know, I was talking about this with one of my sisters too. Intuition start with intuit. You know, when you understand, honey, you really feel what is being presented to you. So that's why I said, get up off that overstanding shit. Because overstanding means you don't really understand what is being said to you. Instead, you're going to pick through what exactly is being presented to you. That's what overstanding means. Understanding is the same thing as understanding. It's the exact same thing. In fact, understanding is more of a new age term for the simple fact is, and understanding is more old, because understanding, like I said, deals with the underlying cause, the root of it all. I see the root of what's being presented to me. So going into intuition, you're into it. You're connected with who you are. And that's what intuition is. It's the process of understanding thyself. The concept that I'm going to introduce is about that. Understanding yourself, getting yourself to where you need to get yourself to, and don't let no one or nothing stand in your way of doing that. Because many people hope that I failed, honey. I wasn't supposed to graduate from high school. Honey, I wasn't supposed to finish high school at all. I wasn't supposed to even pass 9th grade. Honey, but I did. I wasn't supposed to be an independent woman like I am, but I am. And maybe that's what's so stubborn about me. Because I tell you guys, my grandfather was very stubborn. And a lot of us get my grandfather's nature. He was a very stubborn man. He was a man's man. Very stubborn, very much, don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. If you got a problem with it, bitch, who gonna check me? Okay? Even on his way out. That's why he went out. He was told to change his diet. He was told to lighten up. And he didn't. He worked hard. My grandfather worked very hard. And he passed on when I was a young age. But still, you know, the stories I've heard from my uncles and my cousins. And like I said, you know, I have aspects of my grandparents on both sides. And it's crazy. It's crazy how really you are your ancestors. It's so crazy to think about that. But like I said, my grandfather was a very hardworking man, and he went away with a stroke. My grandfather died from a stroke. He had 2 strokes. The second stroke took his life, and he worked a lot. He had multiple children, but he provided for those kids. They're adults now, but you know what I mean. I'm speaking of past pretense, right? Or past tenses. But he definitely was a hardworking person. And he made things happen for himself, honey. And his wife, and his girlfriends, and his baby mamas. He made things happen, honey. One man made it all happen for all those damn kids. And when I tell y'all, 19 plus children, that's how many he had. He had 9 with my grandmother. So, yeah, like I said, going into, I forgot where I was going with that, honey, because now I'm thinking about my grandfather, I'm thinking about me growing up and stuff, and how different my life would probably be if my grandfather was here as I grew up. Honey, I would be more unstoppable, bitch. I know I would have been, honey. I would be more unstoppable, baby. I'll be pushing through, honey. And shout out to my auntie. I have an auntie named Yolanda that passed away 3 years ago. And, oof. my auntie was the definition of a woman. Very loving, and even if she did not understand your lifestyle and who you were, she said, honey, you're my blood. And nothing that you do or say is going to change that. Nothing. You know, and that's how my family was, or they should have been before my grandfather went out. When my grandfather passed on and a lot of the other elders passed on, my family changed. And a lot of them became fugazi. They became fake as fuck. And I don't do that. I can't do fakeness. Won't do it. I won't do fake jewelry. If I do have fake jewelry on, bitch, it's going to be sterling silver. I can't do gold-plated, silver-plated. I can't do it. I'm just reminiscing, honey. Life will definitely take you on a motherfucking journey, though. And that's all I'm motherfucking say, honey. Come on, Jay Too Funny. Come on, Jay. Who you doing? It's Hunted. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna go up in there. Come on, Nemesis. Come on, Jay. Jay, you know your stuff, Jay. Jay, you know so crazy. I see myself in you. I see myself in you, honey. I do. And I don't know if you're gonna grow up to be a transgender, but I definitely see that transgender spirit in you. And I hope you don't take that offensively. It's hard for me to address you as he. Even with another person, I won't say their name, but it's hard for me to see them as a man, to say he, him. It's hard to say that because I see myself in you. And even like your openness and your awareness and being so young, you know, trying to learn everything. And even with Dea, I said it about Dea. You, Dea, and plant care, like, ooh. It's amazing. As I said, growing up, I was considered weird because I had a hunger for spirituality. I loved spirituality. I loved herbs. I loved candles. I loved spirits. And people called me weird. People called me names. They picked on me. Even to the point to where I had psychologists. I had people that were psychologists mentally evaluating me. I told y'all one of my very traumatic experiences was having a physical done. And it was crazy. And like I said, to look back and to see people that are like 19 and 17 and you know, 14, 15, and it's amazing. Like, it's amazing. Like, the feeling that I feel thinking about that, it's amazing. It's very amazing. Because I was not 15 or 16 not too long ago. And like I said, people called me weird. And I felt different. I wanted to be different so bad. And that was my whole process of dyeing my hair weird colors. You know, getting my tongue pierced at 14 years old and just doing shit to make me different from other people. Because I'm like, I'm not going to fit into no box and conform to people's ideas of what it is to be whatever it is. So like I said, to see young people, and I said this before, that's who I'm here for. I'm here for younger people. I'm here to teach young people that you feel different. You have a hunger for spirituality, honey. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't let people try to talk you out of it. You know, stay on your path. That means you don't hang out with motherfuckers because they think you weird. Oh well. I told you, honey, people used to get a little irritated because I really would act like I controlled the wind. Like I would really be talking to the wind and shit. And people would be like, ooh, this bitch is weird. And I remember that they actually called me into the office one time. I was like in elementary. I believe I was in 6th grade. And they called me into the fucking office because I was outside with a stick and a rock, like talking. But I wasn't talking to the rock and the stick, honey. I was like feeling the rock, feeling the stick, you know, and just feeling energy. I felt an electrical charge. And honey, they asked what the fuck I was doing. And I said, I'm feeling the energy of the rocks and the sticks. So bitch, they called me in the office. They called my mom. And even my mom was all like, are you okay? You know, do I need to take you into a doctor? So anyway, spirituality, like I said, is a beautiful thing, and it's amazing to see young people like I was young, and wanting to learn about the unseen world and wanting to learn about that. And I'm so grateful for my people like Mrs. Tackle, and I'm so grateful for Mr. Raj, those people that taught me about things, and it stayed with me. And taught me how important it was to give to your spirit or to give to your soul. Because people would want to make you abandon your soul, and that's why you're here in the first place, because you abandon who you really were. You abandon who you really are. So, like I said, it's definitely a good feeling, and it's it's like, whoa, like I just, yeah. it's crazy to see people that are young, and although you guys are probably, I won't say all of y'all, but y'all probably out there still doing weird shit, doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. We won't even go into that. But it is what it is. It is what it is, honey. You're still focused on spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather sit around and smoke some pot than to learn about spiritual stuff. I'd rather sit around and drink and go to a house party than to worry about other shit. And like I told you, I didn't do house partying and clubs and going to people's houses and drinking and hanging out. Honey, I had my first taste of alcohol at 22 years old, honey. I smelled liquor before then, but I had my first alcohol beverage at 22. And I could count on one hand how many times I've drunk alcohol my whole life. So, it is what it is. We talk about sex too, honey. I waited until I was fully developed, honey, to do anything sexual. Oh, you doing? Okay. Yes, honey. Gas exchange. Come on, gas exchange. Come on, Joey. Yes, the sun lets us all prosper and oxygen lets us breathe, honey. Come on, Joey. I know that's right. We have a Calascape. It's an entire site dedicated to native plants of California. There are 340 plants in the city of Carson alone. It's crazy. Come on, Jay. Come on, Tasha. What about blackberries? I have blackberry trees in the block down the street. Ooh, there's actually a book, Tasha, by Scott Cunningham called The Encyclopedia of Herbs. I love that book. The Encyclopedia of Herbs. And Scott Cunningham talks about blackberries, and he gives their Latin names and the other names that they go by, possibly in different parts of the world. And I love it. Blackberries are very, very good for you. Very, very protective. When we were a kid, we used to make these things with bay leaves. I won't even get into what we used to do, but I got a cousin who could vouch for this. We used to take blackberries and blueberries, because they grow wild here, and we used to crush them up, right? And blueberries and blackberries, when you crunch them up, the dye from the blueberries will stain your clothes. So we used to actually, and I was much lighter when I was younger too. I was probably about 2 shades lighter than what I am now. But anyway, it would stain our body and shit too. So we used to take the berries and like blend shit up with it. Like bay leaves and other leaves and sticks, and we were doing some crazy shit. But yes, blackberries are very, very good and very protective. Yes. Come on, Laker Spot. You like that idea? Come on, girl. How you doing? You have a farm and an arboretum right in my community. We have Morgan horses and Angus cows. Come on, Angus cows. Listen, I'm really on the verge of becoming vegan, like 100%. Like, I don't really eat meats like that anyway. If I do, it's usually a burger from Denny's. But I haven't even been craving that lately. Like, for real, for real. I've been having, like, asada fries and stuff. And it's not that often. Like, I really don't crave meat like that no more. Maybe because I've seen so many disgusting videos on meat. And it's like, ugh, bitch, we put that in our body, honey. And one time, this was like a week ago, we were eating, was it chicken? And I could have sworn the chicken said, gobble, gobble. I said, bitch, I can't. I want a refund. But it was like, what? I said, honey, I'm not going crazy, but I'm just saying, maybe I'm tired. But when I got ready to buy that chicken, I heard gobble, gobble. So I can't have it. Give me a refund, please. Yes. Come on, honey. Your girl's what I call I got you energy. Come on, Jay. My grandfather was a very large man. Actually, we get our heights from our grandfather. On my dad's side of the family, they're very short, and on my mom's side of the family, they're very short too. Like on my mom's side, they're very short. On my dad's mom and dad's side, they're very short people. But my grandfather was the tallest out of all my. His side of the family are very tall. Like 6 feet plus. So that's where we get our heights from. Like I have cousins that are like 18 that are like 6 feet tall. I got cousins I can tell you guys that are in the women NBA, WNBA. I got cousins in there too, like guy cousins that are basketball players and stuff. Oh, excuse me. No, not basketball players. I got guy. No, we don't have any guy. Yeah, all of my cousins that are basketball players they're women. I'm thinking of baseball and football, I believe. But yes, my grandfather was very tall, big hands, big feet, and a very, 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 very dark man. Like very, very dark, very, very dark. And yes, honey. My grandfather's mother was actually Indian, and his dad was black. He identified as black. But my grandfather's mother, they were definitely native. Definitely full-blooded native. And I think she died, actually. My great-grandmother died giving birth to my grandfather. Yeah, she died. She gave birth. And people don't believe this or not, but I said this. I don't know how this worked out, but maybe I shouldn't say that, huh? Oh, shit, maybe I shouldn't say it. I'm gonna say it. My grandfather's people may not like me after I make this statement right now. They're not gonna like me, but I gotta keep it real with y'all. My grandfather's parents were wealthy people, right? And they were connected to people. And I tell you guys, they're from New England area and they migrated into the South. But my grandfather's mother actually had white servicemen and women and black servicemen and women. Black people would farm and do laundry and all that stuff for them, as well as white folks. And I don't know if that's an untold history about white people being slaves too. I don't know. But according to what I know, what I'm told, because we have a lot of elders that are still alive. We have elders that, I think we have one more elder who is a great that's still alive, who has all the documentation. Like I told you guys, we're on Ancestry.com. We have a Facebook page on Facebook that link all of us together. Like I met cousins that are like second cousins over. Like our great-great-grandparents are like second cousins and shit. Like it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. And how we resemble each other. And it's like, woo. Like I got a cousin out there in Carbondale who has the same background as me. Like her dad being what my dad is, her mom being what my mom is. And I believe her mom's dad is my mom's dad's brother. And believe it or not, which is freaky as I think about it, we resemble each other. Like everything, y'all. Like everything. Our skin tone, our hair texture, our features. Now her eyes are more round shaped than mine are. I have more almond chinky eyes. Hers are very round. But we have everything the same. And I'm supposed to be going out there to go see her too. Like this is supposed to be like 3 or 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, we're supposed to be linking up and stuff. And what I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna take a picture of her. I'm gonna take a picture with her, y'all. Y'all gonna gag. We look so much alike. Everything from the goldish reddish undertones in our skin to everything. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. That was my exact childhood. And the crazy thing is that a lot of the time I came from my own family. Oh, they attacked you? Joey, let me ask you something. Jay, do you identify more as a man or a woman? I would love to know. Do you identify more as a male or a female? Joey just wants some of Jay. Y'all all want some of Jay, bitch. Y'all can have Jay. Little Mer and Jay are off limits, okay? Little Mer and Jay are off limits, okay? Okay, if I find out any of y'all connected with any of them, honey, I'm getting y'all right together. I'm flying out to New York, Joey, you in New York? I'm flying out to New York to get you, honey. Little Mer and Jay are off limits, honey. They're off limits from society right now. Maybe down the line. No, they're off limits from anybody off of YouTube. They can meet people off of YouTube. If you're on YouTube, Okay, hello. You used to act like I could spells. I would pretend I would spell some ancient. Jay, hold on. Oh, you lucky. You fucking lucky right now I'm on this phone. I'm calling my cousin tomorrow. I'm going to get on my other phone, y'all. I'm calling my cousin because I'm going to have an hour to kill. I'm going to call my cousin on the phone, and I want her to tell y'all what we used to do. We used to make up our own languages. Like, for real. For real. I had a cousin that's how I learned how to cook too, by the way. We used to, like, make shit. We made, like, pancakes from scratch by just throwing shit in the kitchen and shit. And they made us eat it, too. And I remember one time we made noodles, and my stepdad, he used to make noodles, and he used to, like, make this little Creole seasoning, right? And it was Cajun and Creole, or Cajun. Yeah, it was Cajun, because we didn't hear about the Creole season until Tony Chichero. But anyway, the Cajun season, my stepdad used to make from scratch, and he used to put this in his noodles and soups and shit. So I remember one time we made some noodles and we copied him, and we put so much shit in there. I was probably in the first grade. We put so much shit in that damn pot that my stepdad said, y'all gonna eat that. We were like, huh? He said, y'all gonna eat that. Y'all, he made us eat that noodles for 3 days, y'all. 3 days. You're finished, go ahead and put it up, but you're not eating nothing else until you eat that. Yeah, he taught us a lesson about wasting food, too, by the way. We don't waste food. I don't believe in wasting food. But, anyway, yeah, that's how I learned how to cook. We used to mix shit together and just do shit. And then I would say, if you want to really learn how to cook, I'll show you. I'll show you how to really cook. And I used to sit back and watch them do it, honey. So that's how I learned how to cook. And then my mom learned how to cook from her mom, and her mom learned how to cook from her mom, and her mom from her mom, and so forth and so forth. And then my stepdad learned how to cook from his mom and his dad, and then they learned how to cook from their mom and their dad. So like I said, I'm one good-ass motherfucking cook, bitch. I'm telling y'all, if I eat some food and I like it, bitch, you know it's good food. Because I have a great palate, honey. My palate is exquisite, honey. Okay, I'm very experienced in food. But yeah, we used to act like we were speaking ancient language too, Jay, and conjuring up spells and shit from trees. And I remember I have my cousin. She's like a cousin by marriage. I remember we did something one time, and she said, oh, Princess Diana died. Oh my God, y'all, this was the time that Princess Diana, yes. Oh my God, I wonder if she remember that. Princess Diana had died, and we made up a song, come into the world. Come into the world. Come on. For Princess Diana. And my sister was always off key too. Oh my God, my sister would be like, come into the world. She was off key, bitch. That's when I had my singing voice though, y'all. I used to be able to sing like a bit. Girl, I had a singing voice, bitch. I was meant to be a singer. But if you don't use it, you lose it. But anyway, honey, we were doing a ritual for, we were burying Diana, Princess Diana. We were burying her. We did a little funeral for her and everything, gal. So sad. We took sticks and we actually clothed the sticks in leaves, y'all. Y'all gonna gag right now. We took sticks. We put leaves around the sticks as it was closed, and we dug a little hole. We prayed over the little stick, come into the world singing the song, and then all of a sudden, girl, and we can't say we thought we were speaking in tongue. Bitch, we tapped that tree 3 times, said what we said, bitch, and buried. And people were like, what are y'all speaking? And we were like, oh, nothing. And I remember she was like, we speak in Spanish. And we had this girl named Maria, honey. Maria was all like, that's not Spanish. I know Spanish. I'm not. I tomorrow, bitch. Y'all think I'm lying, bitch. I'm calling my cousin tomorrow. She gonna tell y'all. Bitch, I've always been a weird spiritual bitch. Always, bitch. Ouija boards, astral projections, seeing spirits, bitch. People didn't want me to come to their house because I saw shit, I seen shit. Hey, and I remember one time in particular, my cousin was dating a guy, and I didn't want to get in the car. I kid y'all not. This was like some Snoop Dogg bullshit. When Snoop Dogg shape-shifted into that bird, or murder was the case they gave me, bitch, when I got in that guy's car, before I got in, I'm getting chills thinking about it right now, I look, and I see something weird, bitch. And I'm like, oh, hell no. My cousin's like, get in the car. And I was like, and she's like, if you're not getting in the car, then go ahead and go in the house. You're not going to go. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So I get in the car. And the whole time, y'all, I'm just feeling uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, make a long story short, she ended up breaking up with this guy because this guy did something horrible. I won't even go into the store and all that good stuff. But he ended up doing some weird shit. And I said, remember I told you that he looked crazy? And she's like, yeah, da 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 da. But bitch, I saw that motherfucker. I saw his spirit. That motherfucker was not a good person at all. You hear me? He was not a good motherfucker at all, honey. Okay. Anyway. You into a long distance T? Yeah, come on. Oh, okay, long distance T. You drive. Oh, Joey gonna drive to New York? You ain't coming over here, Joey. Come on, Air Boost. Long time no see. Listen, I'm not gonna say they had slaves, but they definitely had servants. In fact, my grandfather was born with a white servicewoman and a black servicewoman. Okay, I won't say catching him, but it was, yeah, doula. I guess you call it doula, midwife. Yep. Wait, I don't taste this lemon in here, honey. Okay, it's there, honey. I'm drinking lemon water, y'all. Good for your immune system, honey. Of course. Everybody was gonna say, you said it. Yes. Well, they had black skinned Native Americans too. People don't really understand that. They had black skinned Native Americans too. There are different tribes of Indian. Not all tribes look the way they present. The Native Americans that you actually see now on TV are actually white and Asian blooded mixed. The ones that they push off as Native Americans, like Lakota, not Lakota, I'm thinking of like South Dakota, the ones that be like, I'm from an Indian tribe. There was actually a lady, no tea, no shade, over here in California who I mistakenly called her Mexican because the last name was Rodriguez. And, you know, she said that I'm Native American. And I'm like, okay. But she's like, I don't speak Spanish. I speak something else. Anyway, she educated me. But still, she looked very much like an Asian mixed woman. Very light skinned, y'all. Like, so light that she dyes her hair blonde, right? And it's so light. It's like a ashy blonde too. It's so light that her skin and her body looks like her hair and her body look very close in color. And like, she trying to have a little attitude with me, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I should go. I'm gonna show y'all her. She work at Walmart still, bitch. Oh, rude ass. I should. You know, I'm gonna go tell her from 10 years ago. I'm gonna say, bitch, and I don't appreciate you when I called your ass when I called you, bitch, trying to correct me. Oh, bitch. I got some good juju for your ass, girl. I'm the right one today, bitch. I'm connected to my ancestors now, bitch. Don't try me. Anyway, let me stop. Of course, you identify as male. I personally don't like to identify as either, though. I would rather be androgynous. Okay, you identify as male. Okay. Yeah. Come on, honey. Yes, honey, sit at the table, and we made up a language called Deja. Deja. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Be yourself, honey. I I spoke many languages throughout my life. That's why I'm linguistically intelligent. I'm linguistically intelligent. I can learn a language very quickly. I can pick up something very quickly. The phonetics of everything, the phonetic energy, the pronunciation, the enunciation of things, I can pick that up very quickly. And I know I'm linguistically intelligent because in many of my lives, I spoke many languages. I know 2 lives ago, we won't get into that, I was a translator. We won't get into that though. But I definitely spoke many languages. And that's why I like many people too. I don't have a preference for race. You know, I would love somebody who's everything. If I had to pick one man and one man only, I would want him to be everything. I would want him to be, black rooted, white rooted, Hispanic rooted, Asian rooted. I'd want everything. Kind of give me it all. And if you can't be all the rooted, you better learn how to cook all the foods, bitch. And I want you to speak the languages too. Because my children are going to speak multiple languages. I do not want my children only knowing one language. And to your parents out there too, you're doing your children a disjustice if you're only teaching them English. We in America, ho, we only speak English. Okay, bitch. Okay, honey. Girl. Okay. I wish I could teach my nephews other languages, honey. I really wish I could, but they're not my kids. So you got to be on them. Okay. Teaching some Konnichiwa, honey. Yes, honey. Some Konnichiwa, honey. Some voulez-vous coucher avec moi type T2, honey. Some España, honey. Some dame tu penga, honey. Abra la boca. Yes, honey. Give them some of that tea like that, honey. How you doing, honey? I'll give them some. I could do my viet, huh? Tikut prang ton ban bao. Honey, how about that, honey? Or how about some little Vietnamese, honey? Honey, bong trap thou long ling dong tron, honey. Okay, ling dong trong is I made that up. Ling dong trong is not a word. Excuse me, my Vietnamese people out there. Excuse me, honey. Okay, excuse me, honey. Bo Viet Tron. How about that? Bo Viet Tron. How about that? You get into that tea. Come on, Melly. How you doing? Yes, honey. Ooh, honey, this wig is itching tonight. I'm about to whoop out my hijabs, honey. I'm about to really whoop out my hijabs, y'all. I'm about to whip out my hijabs, honey. Yes, honey. Whoop it out. Yes, honey. Anybody out there in Egypt and Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Qatar, I need y'all to email me. I need y'all to send me some of those clothes out there, honey. Yes, honey. Same thing with y'all out there in Australia. And one thing about y'all Australian people, y'all freaking leaks out there. I know y'all need to make my way to Australia. But I need y'all to go ahead and send me some of those y'all garments over there, honey. This is what I need y'all to do too. I need everybody on my subscription to mail me a penny. Can y'all do that? I need you all to mail me a motherfucking penny. Don't send a penny through PayPal, bitch. I need the physical penny in my hand. Send me a penny, honey. Everybody send me a penny. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do with these pennies. I'm going to show y'all. I'll show y'all what I'm going to do with these pennies. Everybody who is listening, when you get a chance, mail me a penny. It only costs you probably like, 50 cents to mail a penny? Yeah, honey. Mail me a penny. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with those pennies, honey. These pennies have been reaching out for a very long time. And I think I was gonna mention something about it last year, but I said, honey, send me a penny. There's 500 of you, that'll only be $5. That'll only be $5, bitch. Don't think I'm getting rich off them damn pennies now. I'm gonna do something spiritual, honey. And I want you to attach in that penny that you send me, I need you to write a letter. I need you to say, what exactly made you want to sell that? And then you can send multiple pennies if you want to, but one for sure. And I want you to write your name on a piece of paper. I want you to put your favorite color, your favorite number, and I want you to say, what made you want to send me that penny? And I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all the power. I'm gonna show y'all the power, bitch. How about that? Because there's things I wish I could do on YouTube, but they won't let me do it. So I have to show y'all another way. Those who send a penny will know exactly what I'm gonna do. How about that? Send that penny over. You can do the accents well. Come on, Jay. We're gonna hear it on Saturday. We're gonna hear it. We're gonna hear it on Saturday. In a past life, I've had lives in Central America. I had lives in Mexico. I've had lives in Canada. Every time I lived somewhere, I lived by mountains. I've lived by mountains and water. Every place I've had. I've had lives in South America, Chile, Argentina, and Uruguay. I know that for sure. Of course, India. I've had many lives in India. Many, many lives in India. I believe I had a life in either Cambodia or Laos. I can't remember. I've never lived in Thailand. I've had a few lives in Europe as well. Yes, I have. In fact, a dream that kept replaying to me, one of my lives I had in Europe, I was raped. And I know that because I had a very traumatic experience with that. And I remember the garments I had on and everything. And, ooh, girl, just creepy as hell. I was raped. And I said, no wonder why certain type of people that look a certain type of way I'm not really into like that. You know, there's a certain built of a man that I really can't fuck with. Yes. And then, of course, you know, my life over there in Mesopotamia, I've had a few lives over there too. One of them for sure, I was definitely a queen of some sort. And I had a lot of, you know, Jesus. That's how I'm a little freaky now. And that's how I'm a dom in this life. Because that's what I said, this is my last life. Everything I've been in my lives, my previous lives, I represent in this life. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. I'm like, this is definitely my last life. When it's done, it's done. Where am I going to go? I know where I'm going. Because my ancestors of my spiritual origin have reached out to me several times. And they've shown me exactly where I'm going. We'll say that for a whole nother time because people on my channel are not ready for that conversation yet. And that's why I've never come out and talked about constellations and all this other good stuff. Now, some people try to jump into that and they can't really give you no explanation. And even going into features, if you all were from a certain system, you're talking about energy, and energy will change your physical body. Hello? Your spirit and your soul, okay, will change your physical body. Okay, so your body cannot look exactly how your spirit looks, but the things that your spirit has carried with it through the eons, right? Because the beginning and the end, you will always be here. You've always been here and you're always going to be here. It transforms the vehicle that you use right now called your body. So going into why a black woman would want to be with a white man and you know, she might want to like to eat Chinese food and she might want to, you know, dance to Mexican music. You might say that bitch is bipolar or schizophrenic. But in reality, that bitch is in tune to her history. She know exactly what she's been and where she's come from. When you got people, as I said before, people that are racist and don't really like certain culture of people, I think it's a flipped reality. I think there were people who were haters towards black folks. Talk about black folks who don't like white folks. I feel like they were slave masters. I really do. Because you're not blessed to carry that on. I know that for a fact. If you were a master in your last life, this life you're going to be a slave or you're going to be an enslaved person. So this is why a lot of people who are black who be like, I can't stand white folks, so they try to hold on to that slavery. You can't say that's wrong because, of course, they were slave masters. They owned slaves. And now this life, they have to deal with that karma. So now you reap what you sow. As I talk about the movie Skeleton Key. It's duality, as above and below. As above, so below. And as people said, we're living in the upside down world now. Yes, everything that has manifested since, honey, hello? Can we talk about it? Everything that has manifested since the 1900s have been a duplication, a replication of unresolved issues. Look it up. Check out history. 1800 was some crazy shit too. From the mid-1800s to the end of it, when it got to be 1900, there was some weird shit that happened too, because the souls had to purge itself. But leading from the 1900s to now, bitch, everything after that has been a cycle or recycle of shit from the past have not been resolved. And that's why we have fights with religions, because you talk about the Crusades. You talk about the Knights Templars. Okay, let's talk about it. It's all a repetition. Because as humans, we collectively create our reality. We collectively create our reality. If a group of people came together, like a daughter, let's say daughter of Oshun, sons of Oshun, because we keep forgetting about the sons of Oshun. We always talk about daughter of Oshun. Let's talk about sons of Oshun, honey. Beautiful and all their glamorous tea, honey. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. If we all went to an island and we all didn't deal with anybody from the outside world, that island would be so fruitful. It would be so beautiful. We would have huge green trees and fruits that can like empower your body, honey. Everybody would smell good. Everybody would look good. Everybody be trying to sneak over to that damn island, as I was telling TC earlier, and everything would be beautiful. Like the weather would even be beautiful, honey. Like, because we have the perfect agriculture. You know, our nature will respond to us. Oh my God. Oh, that would be so beautiful, honey. But yes. I forgot I was going with that, honey. I got a little excited there. Hold on. I got a little excited there, honey. But yes, honey, come on, Grand Rising Tea. Yes, honey. They're not ready. They're not ready for that talk yet, Jay. They wanna focus on why black and white shouldn't intermingle. They want to focus on why gays should not be intermingled with heterosexual people. The old saying is, excuse me, honey, I had a burp and a cough at the same damn time. The old saying is, they want to divide and conquer. I'm telling y'all right now, people that have been oppressed, come on now, that have been oppressed and broken down, being a human, will develop compassion for those who go through the exact same thing. So going back into that, and how I said that black folks that are black folks this life, and they're black folks that do not like white folks, their last life, they were slave owners. They were slave masters. They didn't like Negroes. And I'm gonna tell you the analogy of that, because even going into now, these black spirituals that don't like white folks, the way they talk, they'll be reading white people down so bad, but yet they'll speak like a slave master. Going into how the masters were to divide and conquer. So they repeat the same rhetoric, right? They say, keep yourself from the gay people. That's what the white people told the other white people back in the day. See, keep your ass away from Negroes, honey. Don't let the black folks drink from our water fountain. Same bullshit, girl. Same bullshit, girl. So that's why you think you hiding, bitch, and we see you, girl. We see you. You were a hateful ass white man your last life, and now this woman, you're a hateful ass black woman. Get that tea, honey. Get that tea. You were a white man sleeping with these black women undercover on the plantation, and now this life you're a black woman that liked the white dick. No tea, no shade. I'm just telling y'all what spirit showed me, honey. Spirit knows, so spirit shows, and don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger, honey. It is what it is, bitch. You have to balance that debt out. And people say, well, maybe this is why white folks are dying out, because of shit that they did to the slaves. Girl, bye. God created all things and everything. God allowed that shit to happen for a reason, just like he allowed the oppression of homosexuals for a very long time. It is what it is, girl. She, he, them, their, why, how. Who cares? They take turns. There was a different God. There's a God consciousness. There was a different God that ruled the plains of the world, several years ago. And now there's a different God that ruled the world this year. And this is why this God is allowing certain energy to rise up. And as we talked about the book of Revelations, there's definitely a spirit that's been released on this earth. And those who ain't about that life, you gotta go. I'm just saying. Like I said, if you meditate enough and you feed your mind the good shit and you connect with the nature around you, then you will also know what's going on the outside of you and what you cannot see. You know what I mean? When you put herbs in your body and you get these oils in you and you eat certain things, honey, you start to get that information. As we talked about DNA and RNA. Should we do a video on that? I think we'll do that tomorrow. I got a surprise to y'all tomorrow anyway. And shout out to those who send in their money for the reading. We're going to do that reading tomorrow live. And we're going to talk about the new tea that scientists are trying to say. First they said something else, now they say something else. So, bitch, I got to break it down to y'all of what's going on and how they trying to let y'all know. It's time to get right with your spirits, honey. It's time to get into it, honey. It's time to increase your intuition and stop dealing with these fugazi motherfuckers who are teaching you about stupid shit. You got so much hate for yourself that you hate another person. People who love themselves don't hate other people. People who love themselves have love for other people. They have understanding for people. They understand people's struggle and what they may be dealing with. People who do not have love for themselves will look at the next person and say, I can't stand that motherfucker. Disrespect, like, girl, bye. You see disrespect when you're being disrespectful. And one thing's about Geminis, we like to be mirrors. We're duality, honey. We like to give you what you give us. You give us love and light, we give you love and light. Bitch, you give us attitude and nastiness, bitch, we give you nastiness and ugliness too. But guess what? We do it better. We get nasty better, bitch. You think you gonna sting us with your stinger? Bitch, we gonna sting you with our stinger, bitch, and make you forget that you even had a fucking stinger. How about that? How about that, girl? You play cute with us, we're gonna play cute with you. You give us love, bitch, we're gonna hug you, we're gonna kiss you, we're gonna embrace you, we're gonna encourage you, we're gonna teach you, we're gonna reach you. You be fake with us and you try to use us, bitch, then we also be fake with you and use you too. And now see, sometimes I could do it. I could be like, well, since they want to be fake and funny with me, let me be fake and funny too. Hey, honey. But sometimes I'm like, bitch, I don't got time for that bullshit, girl. Fuck you, bitch. I heard you talking shit about me, bitch. And I don't give a fuck. You don't gotta vouch. Okay, my spirit showed me enough. Good luck with you in your life. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, honey. Enjoy yourself. Okay, let me stop. Yep, they spew the energy of their past lives. It's sad. But that's why they're here. We're here to resolve past traumatic experiences. And if we do not, we will come back down here and do the same thing over again. People who have had traumatic experiences, and that's why I talked about this before, the karma that I've had in this life, I know was something from my past life. We talk about the universal laws, which is natural science. The universe says that if I am abusive, if I am disrespectful intentionally, if I'm malicious to people just because I feel like I can do it this life, my next life, I'll be on the other end of that. Someone will feel like they can attack me just because, and they will actually get me right together. They'll, become physical and shit with me. It's always 10 times worse. And even if I have children, my children could also carry on my karma. That's what I tell y'all. A lot of y'all have bad luck because your parents are bad motherfuckers. And your parents are bad motherfuckers, bitch. And I can say that, bitch, because I like saying that, motherfuckers. They were worse off, lazy ass, trout mouth ass, gutter butt ass motherfuckers. So they had your ass, and now you're the exact same motherfucking way, and you're paying for that. No, I'm playing. You may not be the same way, but you're definitely paying for their karma. That's why I talk about removing generational curses. Maybe you're having relationship problems because your mama and daddy wasn't in a good relationship. Maybe your mama was a player, your daddy was a player too. Maybe your daddy was a pimp and your mama was a hoe. And so now you have problems with relationships because they weren't stable. Think about it. So this is why you go in and you do cleansing and protection work to cut those ties, to pull that out of your root. Hello? Going to bathing and getting these things into your body. Cleansing yourself, cleansing your DNA, altering your DNA. All things you eat alter your DNA, if you don't know. This is why we have cultures. We have families. We have family that grew up with collard greens and kale and in Brussels sprouts and in cabbage every Sunday. And a lot of people keep that tradition going. But some people say, well, someone else said their family used to eat pig feet with that. So let's incorporate pig feet. So at that point, bitch, you alter your DNA because your ancestors didn't eat that. And when I say your ancestors, we talk about your grandparents did. And I know I'm altering my DNA because my ancestors ate pork. Yes, they ate pork. And believe it or not, None of my siblings eat pork, but my sister. My sister loves pork. But my other siblings, we didn't like pork. We don't eat pork. And it's, religious reasons why. And for me, it's just, girl, I'm not putting under my body that don't benefit me. That's like me smoking weed just to smoke weed. Or smoking weed because I want to get high. Bitch, I can get high for something else. Girl, how about drinking some alkaline water? That gets me high. Anyway. But yes, you are what you eat. Like I said, my ancestors ate pork. They drunk. They smoked. They chewed on tobacco, spit out tobacco. I don't eat that shit. So guess what? That DNA in me has died off. Hello! And because I introduced new concepts and new elements and new produce or product into my body, now whatever comes from my seed, how you doing? You want to know what type of seed I got? Bitch, mind your business. That's to me and the man that I'm with, or me and the woman I'm with. Bitch, mind your business. But the things that come forth from my seed will now have my DNA, my special DNA. Also, even going into your mind too, because it starts in your mind. Your mindset will fade off into your children. If you're a weak-minded person, your children are also going to be weak-minded. If you suffer from anxiety, your children are also going to suffer from anxiety. If you suffer from bipolar and other good stuff, your children are also going to deal with that as well. I have a friend who his dad is bipolar or schizophrenic, and his dad was schizophrenic, and before that they were schizophrenic, but of course there was no diagnosis of that good stuff. And now that he's becoming an adult, he's getting very anxious for no reason. He has a lot of anxiety attacks, and he feels like things are in his head talking to him. And I told him, you have early signs of schizophrenia. Like, that's in your DNA. So, I encourage you to, blah, blah, blah. But of course, you don't want to listen to me, so whatever. Bitch, you getting older, bitch. I feel sorry for you. And you want to have children too, bitch? Cut those balls off, doctor. Doctor, cut those balls. Castrate them, honey. You don't need to have no damn kids. I wish they passed a law about that. You want to have children, but you got to go fill out a paper first. I'm for that. Let's get your mental, let's get your mind evaluated, and let's see how TTT Riri you are, bitch. Divide and conquer. That's why there are some states that are still segregated. Divide and conquer, and weak minds follow that. That's like, come on, Melly. So that's why when I hear these black spiritualists spewing that, stay away from gay folks, homosexuals, the gay niggas, the trannies, the niggas, the trans mans, like, girl, you're doing exactly what the slave masters did. Which, tell me, bitches, you were definitely a white man racist in his past life. And now in this day and age, it's let's be racist towards or prejudice towards the gays. But that ain't stopping shit, bitch. Because just like black people were once kings and queens, and white people were once kings and queens, and Asian people were once kings and queens, so were motherfucking gays, bitch. In certain parts of the world, we still are. And when I say gays, I mean LGBT. We're all, bitch, we're some parts of the world, bitch, we're still venerated and revered as fucking hot commodities, bitch. They pay for us to go to their weddings, to bless their weddings, honey. How you doing, honey? India, certain parts of India, even the Middle East, they hire transgenders, hijras, to go to their weddings and to bless their weddings. So it's kind of like how you guys will invite strippers to your bachelor parties and shit. We know where that came from, by the way. If you don't know, now you know. But they invited transgenders to their weddings to bless them. So they would give them all this money, and the transgender would dance for them because they know that, I'm just saying, they know that transgender people are closer. People of duality or dual, can we talk about it? People that are of dual existence, hello, like the Capricorn, Sagittariuses, Geminis, honey, and Pisces, they have the ability to tap in the living and the dead. They have the ability to tap into different dimensions at once. So you have someone who is a transgendered, who's both male and female, whether you want to admit that or not, or accept that or not, bitch. It's not your decision, honey. Okay? It's not your decision. People who have a balance of both of those energies, they have the ability to bless or curse your ass. And a lot of these ancient people believe that, including in India, honey. So they invite the Hydras over to dance for their weddings, honey. And if you piss off the Hydra, bitch, you're cursed. So of course they spoil the Hydra with money, and of course that's where modern day escorting came from. But let them tell it, honey. You let them tell it, honey. They got escorted from some other tea. Girl, brothels, on the other hand, is the type of tea y'all talking about. But escorting came from some ancient practices, honey, where motherfuckers will come and spoil you with money and gifts. Shout out to my Indian brothers and sisters out there, honey, that still want to come by and spoil a Hydra, honey. I'm available for 24/7 bookings. Invite me to your wedding. I can definitely wed you, honey. I am a legal ordained minister, honey. I can marry you in the state of Nevada, the state of motherfucking California, the state of Arizona, the state of New Mexico. I'm trying to get in the state of Texas. And, honey, hello, the state of motherfucking Indiana. How you doing? Bitch, please. You better ask somebody. Girl. Ha. Bitch. Invite me, book me, honey. Spoil me with those teas, and I'll give you what you need. Ow, let me stop. You love breast first? Come on, honey. Yes, come on, Jay. How you doing? Come on, Lotus. I'll be emailing you too by Saturday. Yes, honey. I'll be getting a hold of you by Saturday. We got to see if one of my beautiful spirits have accepted some tea. I'm faith. I have faith, honey. Yeah, come on, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Moose is oh, yes, honey. Ask Beyonce and Jay-Z about the Mookses, honey. Yes, honey. I took a picture of the moon today, Melly. The oddest thing is the moon was very low, but it looked very full. It was huge. But the moon was cut off by something. And I'm sitting there watching this moon rise, right? I'm just looking. And the higher up it got, it actually looked a little tilted, actually. When it was there, it was brown, like a brownish orangey color. As it rose up, it got white. But as it rose up, it's like it straightened out. And my friend, who's not really into spiritual stuff like that, she said, girl, oh shit, what did she say? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to ask her what the fuck she said. She said something about if this is man-made, then you know the moon could be man-made too. And I gagged. I said, bitch, get the fuck about my face. Get the fuck about my face, bitch. I can't remember what she said was man-made. But the moon looked very weird, y'all. It was very weird. Then they talk about it's the optical illusion that the moon looks bigger. And I'm just like, okay. So it's the optical illusion, bitch, that I'm transgender. I'm really a woman. I'm really a full cisgendered woman, honey. It's an illusion that I'm brown skinned, bitch. I'm really white. How you doing? What kind of illusion we call that? Mirage, honey. It's an illusion that, I'm an upper middle class woman when I'm really, 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 really upper wealthy class, honey. Oprah comes to me for advice and shit, Oprah and Donald Trump too, honey. They all come to me, honey. I'm over the Billionaires Club, in fact. The illusion is that I'm not, but the real tea is that I really am. The illusion is, bitch, that I'm down here paying tax dollars like everyone else, but I'm really exempt from paying taxes. Yeah, that's an illusion. Yeah, the illusion is I have a Social Security number, and I really don't. Yeah, I don't have a Social Security number, honey. I was not forced to get one. In fact, I'm identified as a stamp on my left butt cheek. Yeah, that's the illusion right there. Yeah, the illusion is that I really have a Social Security number, and I really don't. And the reality of it all is that I'm actually stamped. And the stamp is actually C, okay? And it starts with C236. How you doing? So, that's the illusion. The illusion of all, honey, that you think I'm on YouTube, but I'm really not. I'm actually in your dream right now. That's the real tea of it all. The gag is, honey, the illusion is that I'm on YouTube, but I'm really not, honey. I'm in your dream right now. That's what we call cunning. Come on, Jay. When B and J were playing in the LGBT energy. What the fuck is B and J? What the fuck is B and J? I need to hear this. I need to hear this. Who's B and J? Maybe you need to email me, Jay. Y'all, you know I got shit I gotta take out that damn back seat. Bitch. You know I'm not a fan of that. Look at that shit. Oh, and that's just something blocking something, honey. I'm not a fan of this. It's too cold for this. Oh, girl. I'm not a fan of this, y'all. I'm having some cream of wheat for dinner. Whatever you want to call this. Because, I mean, it's so late, I got to eat so tight. Ew. I got to eat so light. Excuse me, not eat so tight. What the fuck? Beyonce J. Oh, well, I mean, I won't say anything, but, according to some very reliable sources, they were no. I can't do that. Because then people start thinking that I talk too much, and I want to keep my business connections. I can't say nothing, Jay. Never mind. Just forget what I said, honey. My sinuses are acting dumb as fuck, so I'm just kind of, Okay, and I'm back. Excuse me. I don't know what just happened. I don't know. That was kind of different right there. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying before that, honey. I said something about who was Beyonce? Who the fuck is that? Who is Jay-Z? Who is that, honey? I don't know who that is. Sound like a stripper and a damn pimp. Sounds like a pimp and a stripper. Who the fuck is that, honey? Jay-Z have like a pink diamond on his pinky and shit. Long nail. I remember him actually. He was in that movie Friday After Next, huh? Pinky. I think that was his nickname. And Beyonce, who was that? Oh, that was the Players Club. Beyonce was the bitch on that stage twerking and working it, honey. And she said, make that money, but don't let that money make you. And I think she had a job at Payless. Okay, now I know who Beyonce name is. Okay, I know who that is now. Okay. You don't gotta tell me who Beyonce said. I know who that is now, honey. Yeah, I know who that is. I know. Anywho. No, you know what? Honestly, I really want people to know that they could trust me, And even if that is something that's public record for most of us, because see, people like to get the information from these fake accounts and shit. There's actually real legitimate sites out there that's been exposing tea for a very long time. And oh y'all, it is so cold right now. It's probably 30 degrees right now. Like, oh my God. Like, Anubis is not being walked. Like, yeah, he thinks he's being walked right. He's not gonna be walked. Like, it's so fucking cold right now. Ooh, but yes, I'm gonna come back for that other shit. Okay, he will be walked, so I gotta come back down here. But, so I don't want to say stuff because I don't want people to say, well, just like you were jokingly on there talking about that. You might jokingly come on here and mention this and that. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute. Let me watch what I say. Hold on. because I want my pastors, the ministers, and, you know, I want my pastors. What you want? What you want to do? You go outside. Oh, y'all, we slept so good last night. We slept so good last night. I can't remember what I did. I think I had put on the little humidifier. I propped my pillow up like I used to do back in the day. When I first got my implants, honey, I used to sleep with my body propped up and shit. Ooh, that felt so good. Okay. Listen, y'all. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, honey. I see you little tip in there too, bitch. Knocked off my damn mop bucket and shit like that. Bitch, fuck you, honey. Fuck you, girl. But yes. Let me go, y'all. I need to clean up or organize a little and finish my tea. And then I'm going to bed. Can I do it? Can I do it? I have this little shelving unit in my living room that I'm trying to organize. Well, I've been organizing slowly but surely, and I need to finish it tonight. Yeah, I need to finish that shit tonight, honey. And then mop by my door. Oh shit! I'm gonna hang up this phone, honey. Listen, y'all, 2A Spirit 8 Mystic 8. Okay, come on, King Kong. Yes, come on. Yes. Yes, he played King Kong. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. You are too tired? Come on, honey. You emailed me. I emailed you too. I never got a response back. You playing, Joey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes. I even did in front of my door too. I swept, I mopped, like outside in front of my door. I did a whole bunch of tea. Yep. I did a whole bunch of tea. But like I said, there's a shelving there that I'm organizing. Counting down for my tea. So I'm organizing, getting rid of, putting shit back in there. Ooh, y'all. Whew. I'm really, really cold. You know, I'm always hot, but it's cold, honey. Y'all too, honey. Be safe, y'all. 2aspiritamos8@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys in the next motherfucking video. Hey, come over here. Yeah, you. What are you doing, honey? No, not get in the car. No, not get in the car. I said come over here. Like, get out. Come on. You get out. Get out. You're not going. Oh my God, really? Really? Y'all, I'm gonna whoop this motherfucker's ass. We're gonna get that butt whooped tonight. Oh. Okay. Okay. I have to grab this watermelon, honey. Anyway, 2A Spirit 8 Mystic 8@gmail.com, y'all. Oh my God, it's so cold and the sun's about to die anyway. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. Good morning, Rose. And good night. I'm going to bed. Well, I gotta clean up a little bit and go to bed. Yes, honey. See you next video, everybody. You too. Bye for now, everybody. Mwah.